Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Recess TV, where you get all your cannabis tips, insights, and real advice on how to get and sustain your cannabis business. I hope you guys got to check out the last interview I did with Chef Jazz. She's an amazing woman and chef over at Green Panther LLC. Go check her out on Instagram or click the link below. Today we're chatting it up with Denise from marieslist.co. She's the mastermind behind the marketplace for cannabis professional services, where you are able to get connected to writers, designers, large corporations, freelancers, creators, you name it. She's here to connect you guys. Check out her Instagram at marieslist.co. In this interview, we're talking gut instinct, taking risks, and building community in the cannabis space. Check it out, and don't forget to subscribe. I have a newsletter coming out. You guys are gonna love it. It's gonna be filled with tips, insights, and so much helpful information for just entrepreneurs out there to have a place to find everything about laws, compliance, keeping up with marketing, keeping up with your network, and just building your own tribe, y'all. So check it out. Let me know what you think. Okay. All right. All right, we should be good to go. Thanks again for taking this call again.
No,
I so
pleasure.
appreciate you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for just bearing with me here with all these technical difficulties that I've been having.
Same.
So again, I mean, just tell us a little bit about Mary's List and what you guys have going on over there, and tell us a little about what your passion is and what your mission is for your brand.
For sure. So Mary's List is a professional services marketplace. Essentially, we help place people for project-based work in cannabis. It started because I am an attorney and I was doing licensing applications. I was having a hard time finding clients. My main mission in life is to help people access cannabis. And so
Yes.
just took my background and skills of understanding rules and regulations and helping people open dispensaries. So that's where Mary's List started. It's evolved into this really cool community of people that really just want to help each other out. And so the brand is moving forward with a new revamp of our platform in the next, hopefully, couple of weeks, which is
That's exciting. Congratulations. That's super exciting for you guys.
it is. It's super exciting. We're ready for it. We're ready to bring it on. It's something I'll talk about in terms of challenges as well. But Mary's List is really an evolution of what the community needs and wants and how we can provide that.
Lovely, lovely. I know I always see you guys on Instagram, always helping the freelancers and getting the creatives out there. Come on, guys, we've got the jobs for you. And that is so positive, and we're so happy to have you share a little bit of your insight here with this platform. But let's just kind of jump into the questions that I do have for you. So for the day after a new business owner launches their business, what would your words on getting started would be, to hit the ground running? What would be your advice for this new business starting up and just kind of get going?
The first day after launch is just the beginning because, the hardest part is going to set in. You've already been chumming the waters, getting your thing started, but now it's in front of people. Now it's time to sell. And how are you going to do that? I think it's really important to have an aggressive marketing strategy in place from day zero, because at the end of the day, this is about making money for your brand. So how do you do that? How do you get in front of all the people you need to get to?
Yeah.
I find marketing is really crucial.
Marketing, that's
Yeah.
a big deal, because I feel even with going on Instagram and just getting your name out there, I find even networking, for example, would that be a part of marketing for your plan? Going on to the next question, how do you even start connecting with people? How do you expand your network and able to even have these marketing strategies be implied? How are you able to do this as a brand?
Yeah, 100%. Getting yourself out there is part of your brand and
Yeah.
help each other through community. So for Instagram, for example, meeting people in real life that you can is really cool. And cannabis is a very much in-person environment. You want to be able to have a sesh with somebody and chill and you're on the same vibe. Definitely networking is huge. Talking to people who are already in the position that you want to be in. And in that vein, I think setting up a 5-year plan and working backwards is awesome. Because let's say you find somebody that you want to start a CBD line and you see somebody else who's already started a CBD line. Reach out to them. You never know if they're going to reach back out and
Yeah.
guide you and teach you. And having that 5-year plan can help you work backwards so you know the steps you need to take to get to the next part. So it doesn't feel like I'm not doing enough or I'm not doing it right. Because that happens all the time, when you're
Yeah.
starting a business, you feel like you're doing a million things and nothing's happening. But if you know that you're doing the million things to get to the next level, I think
Yeah.
you have more peace of mind.
I love that 5-year plan idea and working backwards. It's kind of like you have your goal and you just have to keep it in your sights. You know what I mean? And I love that. Yeah, that also brings me to my next question. I mean, in one of your interviews, you mentioned about kind of going with your gut and like kind of trusting your instincts. How are you able to do that to kind of like shut the noise of like what's not helpful for you in your business? And how are you able to navigate through that part of your, going every day by day for operations?
Yeah, I think it takes a lot of not listening to your inner guide, um, to learn about your intuition and understand what works for you. Because what works for you isn't always going to work for everybody else.
Yeah.
Um, in this industry, particularly, but in all industries, I've always had a lot of questions because I'm a female of like whether I know what I'm doing or not. So
Yeah.
people have told me that my boyfriend and co-founder Taylor should be the CEO, and you just gotta go with your gut and stay strong and true to who you are and what you're doing. And it's your thing at the end of the day. It's your,
Yeah.
it's your company, and your intuition about it is what's going to push it forward in the way that's most authentic to you.
Absolutely, and only that can count because then if it's your vision, you're building it in the way that you see you have that vision, and absolutely like trusting your gut. I
Yeah.
wish that a lot of us would kind of like keep trusting our gut in a lot of things, but like I give the props to you because it's a hard thing to keep going and kind of going with your intuition and sticking with it and kind of going with like what you feel is right for
Yeah.
your business, and that's like that's a big deal. But like you said, a huge part of like even you're keeping your customers is like picturing, like figuring out what do they want, what's next, what's coming up. So like what have been some steps that you've taken now that has kind of been like, okay, thank goodness I did this, like thankfully I did not like drop the ball here, like give us some insight on like a little bit of that.
For sure. So, I say getting your product out to be tested is the most crucial, most important part, because in your mind, you can think, this is it, this is the solution to every problems. And you get there and everybody's like, what are you talking about? Like, we definitely didn't need this, right? So for example, we started Mary's List with just a like some Google forms, asking people to tell us about who they were or asking what they needed help with. We created Instagram, which was free, and we really started building community for free, just by testing it out and seeing what people needed, and have been able to adjust accordingly and even change and manage our own expectations, because
Yeah.
what we initially built isn't exactly the final product we're coming up with in these next few weeks.
But that's like going with your intuition, you know what I mean? You're working backwards, but the goal is there. So there's an end product that you got in mind, and
Yeah.
I know that's really awesome that you're able to do that. But I mean, I'm just good to the last question. How are you even able to tell what parts of your business needs more help than others? Like, how are you? I know you mentioned marketing was a big part of like getting out there and networking, but how are you able to kind of see, all right, maybe I need to kind of spend more time on the back end of things? How do you find balance? Like, how do you get through that part?
So at the end of the day, a business is about revenue. So you need to focus on what's going to make you the most revenue.
Yeah.
For us, it was redoing our platform because it wasn't working. It was broken from the day that it launched, unfortunately. So
Wow.
did all this hype and excitement around it. And here we are. We're still surviving on Instagram, but we're just trying to get through the next level to be able to bring in that revenue. So
Yeah.
just stay focused on why you're doing it, and also making sure that you're taking care of yourself before you take care of everybody else.
Yes. Oh man, you're like dropping gold here. Like you're like shopping. Like I am so excited to just share this because I know like a lot of what you're saying. A lot of other women I've spoken to, business owners, are just kind of like you just got to keep going. Consistency is key, and keeping your vision in your forefront is a huge part of like why your business is thriving and why you keep going. And it's and like you said, self care is most important to be able to share on to others. You gotta be able to like take care of yourself, and so that's major. But no, thank you again. I do appreciate all your insight, just sharing that with us. But do you have any shout outs, anything is coming up that you, I mean, you mentioned that your new platform is coming out and excited for you. Like, you know, where should we find you if we don't know already? If you guys are not already following Mary's list, where to find you? Tell us a little bit about, you know, some people you like to kind of like highlight who've been really helpful in the community that you've been building. Just tell us a little bit about that.
Thank you so much. So the website's maryslist.co, and our Instagram's also maryslist.co. We're very, very excited about the new upcoming feature changes, but obviously it wouldn't be possible with a team, which is what I really wanted to talk about as well. I think that it's so crucial, even if you can't, it's not about affording a team. It's not about affording an attorney, an accountant. It will come while your business develops. It's about having those people in your corner that support you, that help you, that you can talk to, that you can bounce ideas off of. You know, obviously my boyfriend and co-founder Taylor is a huge part of this for me. We work together on the daily. But there have been so many crucial people. You know, we were in a competition, the BU Cannabis Startup Competition. We won consulting services from Green Lion Partners. They've been incredible for us. Cultivated Synergy is a really cool co-working space that focuses on cannabis businesses in Denver, Colorado. It is only
Wow.
cannabis businesses that work out of there. Every month they do a bud tender appreciation night. They do a lot of advocacy work. We're helping with them with a little bit of that. So I shout out to them.
Oh, that's awesome.
Mary Pryor from Cannabis, obviously all the women from Estrohaze,
Yes, yes.
from Tonic CBD. You know, our New York community has been amazing and beautiful and strong and powerful, and I'm so grateful to them for that. And also all of the shout out to all the people doing the advocacy work. You know, I love working with them as an advocate myself, and the main focus is medicine and repairing those harmed by this horrible war on drugs. So shout out to everyone who's doing that awesome work. Thank you, and thank you for letting me come along to support
Of
that.
course, yeah, no, of course. Ah, you are so sweet. I thank you so much for just coming on and sharing that insight with us. We do appreciate it. Like you said, the community is only as good as the people in there and the people in your corner. And like we need the support from people like you and like the people around you. And thank you for sharing that. We appreciate you so much. Thank you again.